How's it going, everybody? My name is Joe, and we're going to be reacting to Tales of the Walking Dead, Season 1, Episode 4. Thanks for stopping by. Once again, my name is Joe from Joe Reacts TV, and if this is your first time, please stick around. I'll react to a wide range of shows such as She-Hulk, Westworld, Better Call Saul, House of the Dragon, and many, many more. If any of those shows intrigue you, please stick around and subscribe. As for our last episode was an Alpha flashback. We basically followed Alpha a day or two before she was actually initiated into the Whispers. TLDR, she basically starts off living on a boat with her daughter Lydia. Chaos ensues due to a death of the Nile / murder mystery. Alpha and Lydia escape the boat and eventually get recruited by the Whisperers. Like I stated last episode, the Alpha flashback episode was probably my second favorite, while the first episode was definitely the best to me, and the Groundhog Day second episode is probably on the bottom for now. So I'm hoping that this episode could kind of land near the higher tier of episodes for the season. Without further ado, let's get into the reaction.
Rivals the most diverse ecosystems of the Holocene.
We have National Geographic going on right now.
Is one of the world's apex predators. Primitive man used to run from its numbers, abandoning it to this remote and barren wilderness known as the Dead Sector. She seems to possess an acute auditory sense, always one of the first to react to a disturbance. Specimen Gamma.
This is a pretty cool setup for an episode of The Walking Dead.
Hey! Hey, is someone there? Help! Help!
Idiot. No. This guy. Eating while watching. So that's gonna come back later. That zombies, I don't know, tech was destroyed.
Did you hear what I just said? I'm not a thief. I'm not gonna rob you or anything if that's what you're afraid of.
The caution tape. That's pretty funny. What are you eating, miss? Oh my god, really? Who does she think she is? Come on, guy. You got a Spartan kick her down. Aaron, I think we found your match.
I was puking so hard, I was like, my butt got sucked up to my esophagus and started firing backwards, like, just coming out of my mouth. Yeah, that's why I said it was like my butt got sucked up through my esophagus.
Left. And then once nature corrects the damage, we go back and do it all over again.
I'm confused.
True.
Are you arguing for chompers or for nature?
They're one and the same now.
X mark spot.
This weird milk in their throat, and then they spit it into their baby's mouth. Like, first of all, disgusting, but also, how did they even figure that out? I just have the one book of poetry, though. I've read it like a million times.
I have an extensive collection if you'd like to borrow one sometimes.
It's a Victoria Crown pension. Hi.
That's a cool looking bird.
I'm one without the other is just stupid. So don't tell me science over everything, because that's just a sorry excuse.
That's not true.
Yeah, well, all you've done is shit on us and say how we're the worst.
After I lost my team, I told me that he was dying of cancer. He made me promise to not kill him, but to study him.
Subject
Dr. Mosley
21.
is specimen 21. What the hell is this?
Okay, I can explain.
You lied to
no,
me.
No, look, the skull hunters would only help us cross under the condition that we help them collect heads.
Jeez.
Can't interfere. Let nature take its course. You're part of the food chain now.
No, you're crazy.
Subject 21. Did he just knock himself out from that? What are the odds?
Baby.
Oh, I hate that sound so much.
Oh! Oh!
You can't swim like that, you'll freeze.
No, he needs me.
No, you'll die.
He needs me.
God. Are you serious right now?
Damn it! Oh,
What a throw.
you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be safe. Okay?
Damn.
Your settlement is in the pathway of their migration route. None of your people are gonna make it out.
Okay, well, we
Damn.
have to warn them.
Through the herd, huh? Idiot. 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 That was quick here. He's with the drone. Okay.
Nature is what we know.
She actually did die. Oh my god. Idiot. Alrighty, so that was the end of episode 4 of Tales of the Walking Dead. When the episode started, it was a breath of fresh air. It was a pretty cool concept to where it was kind of reminiscent of the first season of The Walking Dead when they went to the CDC. For this episode, it followed a scientist, or I believe his name Dr. Everett, who was studying the behavioral slash psychological tendencies of these zombies. And the way that it was filmed is kind of like a National Geographic like infomercial or something. Just the concept alone was just different than what we've seen in any Walking Dead episode. Like from the beginning, it was like super intriguing. I think the part that kind of bogged it down was the female character in this episode. I kind of forget her name, but she gets separated from her group and eventually stumbles upon the scientist's workspace. Basically, he likes using a drone to kind of help film what's going on, which is super smart. You could view everything from a distance. You don't need to be up close, and you're able to videotape, right? So the girl was trying to survive and was about to interact slash kill Subject 21, who we later learned was the scientist's his coworker or friend from before the zombie apocalypse started. So the scientist interfered and saved her from death, but not because he wanted to save her, but because he wanted to save Subject 21. She was pretty annoying throughout the whole episode, just being bothersome and dependent on his help. She is part of a group that apparently donates or trades zombie heads to the skull hunters. I believe it's kind of what they were talking about. The scientists did not like this, which we later found out that it was true that her group was interacting with these people. So later on in the episode, she wanted to save her group from imminent death. This was prescribed by the scientists when he noticed the birds circling the sky, kind of denoting that death is near, and that the settlement where her group was staying at was in the way of where the herd was going. She did not follow his advice about not going back to try to save them, because if she did, she was going to end up dying like the rest of them. So she eventually does go back and does eventually end up dying, as we saw there at the end, where he has the two revelations. One, he looks in the back of the truck and finds the box of heads, and two, where he ends up finding her dead, and it looks like he's going to added the transmitter around her neck so he could track her for research. A funny moment was when Subject 21 and another zombie were eating or attacking two members of her group. He was trying to stop her and just say, let nature take its course. She did not like that, so she ended up killing one of the zombies and pushing away Subject 21, which ended up at the edge of the lake. Subject 21 started floating towards the middle of the lake. He has a whole maneuver. He ties a rope to the zombie's arm and start reeling him in. And right when he was about to save Subject 21, a crocodile just jumps out of the water and grabs a hold of Subject 21. Just his whole reaction to that and her outburst, how much he's a hypocrite and he cares more, basically saying that he cares more about the zombies than just humans in general. Another interesting note that we learned was that what the scientists learned, that Subject 21 seemed to be the leader of a zombie herd, and he attributed this from two instances where Subject 21 killed a wild dog. And he did this twice, where he killed a wild dog, and instead of feasting on it for itself, the Subject 21 let the rest of the herd eat the dog. So he was kind of hinting at that Subject 21 was overlooking the whole herd. Overall, it was a pretty cool episode, fun and interesting revelations. The girl character did bog this episode down a bit. So in terms of rankings, I still have episode 1 in first place. Next would be the alpha episode. The third rank would be this episode, and then last would be episode 2, the Groundhog Day. So that'll be it from me regarding this episode. If you have any comments or theories, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll read any interesting comments in the next episode. So if you enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.